Hello guys and welcome back to King Valerian Targaryen and the War of Conquest. Very happy to welcome you guys back, because as you know, I've been on a little bit of a vacation of sorts and I'm finally back. So yeah, I mean, everything should return back to normal. The uploading schedule that I had previously with a daily upload should be back. And yeah, I hope you guys will just hop right back into this series that I had. And we'll check on what's going. I don't really remember what I was doing the last time. I know Valerian ascended to the throne, because Aegon died almost immediately after ascending to the throne. He was pretty bad, though. And now we have Valerian Targaryen, who, if I recall, wasn't very popular either. I mean, he was at threat of dying. Huh. I think we were at threat of dying. I don't think we survived an assassination attempt yet. So I'll just see if I can slowly acclimate myself with what's going on. We need a Master of Coin, first of all. Okay. Alton Celtigar is a solid option. None of these lords like me. Let's do Lewin Martell, actually. He wants to be Master of Coin. And a major lord like them, the Lord of the Westerlands, would be good to improve the opinion of. Yeah, look at him. He likes me significantly more. And I think the ambition trait will make him like me plus 10. That's pretty good. If we can get one Lord Paramount on side, it would always be helpful. Another thing about Valerian is I have a dragon egg as Valerian Targaryen. I haven't attempted to hatch it because I need to be of age to do this so I can get dragon lore. And, how old am I? Okay, I'm of age in 6 months, so I suppose I won't go into hiding, which was what I was planning to do as I got into this. Because I thought I was very much under threat of death in the last episode. I don't know if that still holds, though. Aegon is my heir. He's decent, nothing special either. Gonna wait till he's 10 to see what way he's leaning. It looks like he's leaning martially focused, though, so I might have him trained by someone martially focused, like Lusamore Ironwood. In fact, let's have the head of the Kingsguard train him now. Always good when our family is in danger to have the Lord Commander of the White Cloaks directly guardianing us. For protection's sake, you know? Yeah, protection. S'more's going on. He's fighting the Stormlands still. They were having quite an extensive war, I believe. Hopefully that'll end eventually with a white peace. That would be my ideal. Oh god, no it's not. Garth is claiming the door. Okay, it's fine if the Stormlands wins. Faith of the Seven Uprising, that I'll just leave to one of my minor lords to finish. And go into hiding. Ransom prisoners, which my council does not want. Who's in my prisons? The Lord of Feast Fires would be a good one to ransom. Alara. I'm assuming a lot of these are guilty of something. What are you guilty of? Oh, are you a witch, maybe? I think she might be a witch. Okay, so what I was gonna do, or what I'm going to do now, is wait till I'm of age, command forces and get dragon lore, which I think you can get in King's Landing. I know you can get in Dragonstone in Old Town. I don't know if Summerhall triggers since it's Blackheart. You know, and since the whole tragedy hasn't happened, I don't know if you can still get dragon lore here this early. I don't think you can. Then I can go to, there's a Roynar city, one of these counts for it, I think. I think it might be Roynvale, maybe. Or Nysar, one of these. And Royn gives you dragon lore. Old Volantis gives you dragon lore. Then there is maybe one of these provinces, I don't know. Old Geese gives you, I know it. Karth, maybe? Maybe. Ashai gives you. There's a couple I know of. I'm not going to go through all of them because I don't think it's necessary. I think Valerian can hatch a dragon egg, but we're definitely going to get a couple of dragon lores from King's Landing, Dragonstone, Old Town, and probably Old Volantis, and then come back. So that'll be 4 dragon lores. But first we have to get of age. Let's start this. Straight away, let's see what we have. Ooh! One evening you were examining your dragon egg and you're almost sure that it's emitting heat. Perhaps it's responding to my touch and will soon reveal its secret. I will reveal it. It's very good. Just what we were talking about. I think that increases my chance. I can actually attempt to hatch it now. So that counts as a piece of dragon lore. I won't attempt to hatch it now, though, as I've just explained my very complex plan for it. Right now there are 2 dragons in the world. There's my mother's dragon, Dragox, who's pretty good. He's 13, still young, but he's growing nicely. And Meraxes, the massive dragon. Oh, he's untamed. Huh. Because Rainey's die. That's right. My grandmother? Wait a minute, then. You know what I'm going to try to do, then? I'm going to try and directly tame Meraxes. And if I succeed, I'll give the dragon egg I have to my brother Aegon, so he can hatch a dragon. I'll keep it with me in case I'm not able to tame Meraxes, maybe, and I'm wounded or something horrible. There's always a chance that I'm not able to, so I'll hold on to it in case I have to, you know, take the easier dragon. But having such a massive dragon when my rule isn't stable would be big. He's playful, so there's better taming chance, and obedient, so even better taming chance. Yeah, I think we'll be able to. Your Grace, I run on behalf of the bank to express the consternation at the actions of your bannerman, Lord Harris Hoare. They have failed to pay the due interest on a loan, and I urge you to take appropriate action. Signed, Siren Malavot. I'll issue a reprimand, yeah. Lord Hoare can pay for his stuff. I don't like him. Don't like any of the people in that house. Oh yeah, and I forgot almost. We're calling these guys for trials. Call you for a trial, for starters. Lord Roland Greycall, he's oh god, trial by combat. And he's summoning his champion at King's Landing. He'll remain in the dungeon until then. Expect he'll fight for himself. Aegon Targaryen has arrived in my court. So my uncle Vakar has had a son while learning to be a maester. Because he did get married, despite learning to get a maester. And he's had a son, Aegon, who he sent over to King's Landing to learn in court. He's third in line, I believe, after my brother. We're second in line, I guess, after my brother. Aegon, then Vakar. Oh, third, because his father would inherit first. Yeah, so he is third in line, with Vakar being second in line to the throne. At least until he officially becomes a maester, at which point his inheritance is renounced, I believe, which would make him second in line. I also need to get married, and I think I've said this in another episode, but I'm planning on getting married to Rael, since she's my only living relative, or female relative. I think she's 10 years younger, but it's not a massive issue. It means we'll only get married when I'm around 24. So, I mean, it's obviously not great, and I could marry her to my brother Aegon, I suppose. But I think the goal is always to keep the direct line pure. Pure, you know, as pure as the Targaryens think it is. And, yeah, I'll keep her betrothed to me, and if I happen to die before I'm 24 and have no kids, well, then it's no harm, no foul. I'll marry her to Aegon in that case. Right? Shouldn't be much of an issue. I can wait till Aegon's 16 to officially get him married, because then either I marry Rael, and at that point the realm should be stable, or I die, and then Aegon can just marry her. The guards drag Roland Greycall up from his cell and throw him at your feet. I've come for justice, he says. By right of birth and blood, I demand a trial by combat. Sir Alfred Greycall will be my champion. You have that right? I'll select someone to stand for his king. Alfred Greycall, the younger brother of the Lord of Greycall. Only 28 years of age, he's a knight and master-at-arms of Greycall. He's a strong man, a skilled fighter, and brave, but he's a bit of a drunkard. Still, definitely a menacing fighter. He's also fat, but it's offset by him being a commander. Okay. And the only one I can pick is Sir Jason Flowers of the Kingsguard, who's actually really good. Jason Flowers, the bastard of House Graceford, of the Lord of Hollyhall. They shall face my Kingsguard, indeed. Sir Jason steps forward. I'll stand for you, Your Grace. Fight well, Sir Jason. You watch with glee as Sir Jason drives his sword relentlessly at Alfred Greycall, finally striking a mortal blow and killing him. The gods have cast their judgment, and Roland Greycall is guilty. Truly. Great job, Jason. He's a really good fighter. He took out Alfred's eye, severely injured him, and killed him. Okay. And, I wanted to see something. Don't remember what it was. The gods were not in their favor. Yeah. The law dictates the council must decide their fate. He can stay here as my guest. I suppose this one. Council has the right to decide on all matters, so the law dictates. And let's learn what the council wants to do with him. Have a look at the obvious one. Execute him. They do not. They don't want to execute him. 3 of them do. Pragmatists. So they believe in their rights. Since he lost the trial by combat, he must be executed. He's a zealot, obviously. Lost the trial by combat means the gods are condemning him to death. So the Septon obviously wants him dead. Makes sense. And my Lord Commander, because he's returning a favor to the Master-at-Arms, Lord Stark. And all of these seem to be returning a favor to Lord Lewin Martell. No, he's returning to Justin. Okay, so 3 of them have been bought off by the Master of Ships, who's a Glory Hound and doesn't want to weaken powerful vassals. And he's also a Glory Hound, and he doesn't want to weaken himself because Lord Craecall's a direct vassal. Can I banish him? They would all be okay with me banishing him, though. None would like me releasing him. Not even Lord Martell, sorry. Of course. So I'm going to banish him. It seems to be the consensus of the council. We forced him to take the black. Thankfully for him, my council was lenient. If it was my choice, I would have executed him. Oh, no! Damn it! Travelers bring rumors of fire and blood. They say that dragons live once more and that Princess Valena Targaryen now rides Meraxes. Well, my stupid aunt went and got Meraxes tamed. Well, that sucks. That really sucks because it means I'm going to have a significantly smaller dragon. I mean, I get a dragon. You know, it's always better than no dragon, but Maker can be my King's Justice. But it looked so good. Meraxes looks like such a great dragon. Valena, here you go. Okay, well, that's fine. It only means that Aegon won't really have a dragon egg this early. Castle of the Dragon Gate. Glad I didn't immediately give the egg to Aegon, too. Because I was thinking, oh, I should probably just give it to him immediately, since I'm going to tame Meraxes now. Then I thought better and waited till we actually try to tame him. Lewin wants to marry Eleanor Gate. Now, her brother, Edwill, serves in my Kingsguard. He has food poisoning. Ugh. Feel free to marry Lady Gate, I guess. Don't see why not. He likes me quite a bit. Heir educated with foreign culture. What, Aegon? Being taught by Lord Lucimer? Oh, come on. Foreign culture? Really? He's a Dornishman. Does that mean only the Dornish like that? Is she happy? No, she also thinks educated with foreign culture. Okay. Your Septon Septoneric of Remembrance reports that Maester Alix of Fleabottom has been humbled by your endless generosity to the poor in King's Landing. The peasants are singing your name. A job well done. Indeed. Council's discontent. I need someone in my council. Oh, I have a Grand Maester. He was just not appointed. Okay, I didn't know what was going on with that, but here you go, Grand Maester Miles. That's my entire council. Your Grace, for some time now I've been in the employ of Lord Paramount Daemon, but now I seek a better station. I humbly request to join you in King's Landing so that I may serve you. All I ask for in return is a small recompense. No thank you, Sir Brendan Tully. Be fine without you. Lionel Legate is complaining. Time to call... Oh, he's probably going to demand a trial by combat, but yeah, time to call good Sir Lionel to trial. Oh, he's going for a normal one. Sir Lionel Legate demanded a trial before the court, which Lord Daemon Baratheon shall oversee to ensure that justice is served. At the start of the trial, he's formally accused of adultery, charge brought by King Valerian Targaryen. Sir Lionel begins to present his defense, but the court did not seem impressed. He got a very unconvincing and nervous figure, evident by his zero diplomacy. And now we have Daemon Baratheon, my regent. So he's not even Hand of the King, he's just regent. Who's the Hand? Jarman of Durlin, the Master of Durlin. Interesting. So here's my regent, Lord Daemon. Strutting back and forth, Lord Daemon masterfully questioned the accused using every superlative available in the common tongue. He captivated the court, ripping through the accused's defense and showing them to be a liar. He made a strong case. Lord, a verdict has been reached. Lord Paramount Daemon proclaims, for the crime of adultery, I find Sir Lionel Legate guilty. Only the council can lawfully decide the punishment, of course. Let's find good Lord Legate. Would we execute him? They all agree on executing him. All of them. So I suppose that's what must be done. They'd also be okay with banishing him. What do we do with good Lord Legate? He's guilty of adultery. Is that really a death sentence? It's ultimately a decision of the council, since they're fine with executing or banishing I don't get a say in this, obviously, so I'm not going to look at Valerian's traits. Probably just what I personally think. I mean, he's a pretty good knight, and he's 38 years old. I think even an adultery, a knight guilty of adultery would do really well on the wall with a new king beyond the wall. He's a good fighter. He could work well as a ranger, so we'll send him to the Night's Watch as well. There we go. Lord Davin Lannister. God damn it. I really don't like that he has the Night's Watch now, and that his son is the heir to the wall. But that's where we're at. And it has kind of eliminated the Lannisters. I mean, they still hold Lannisport, I think. Yeah, they're actually High Lords of Castle Rock. Castle Rock itself being held by Guy Keith. We looked through why before. I think it was like a really weird situation where his uncle or something was appointed commander of Castle Rock, and so he inherited it. I think that was it. It was like cousin, maybe. I don't know. It was a family member of his was on the watch. This guy, he was made Morgan Keith. He was made commander of Castle Black, but then the game decided, wait, a Man of the Night's Watch can't actually hold. Not Castle Black, Castle Rock. The game decided the Man of the Night's Watch actually can't hold Castle Rock. So it gave it to his nearest successor, which was the head of House Keith. So now Lord Keith just holds Gravesham, which is the weakest province in the Riverlands, by the way. And maybe in Westeros? I don't know. But he also now holds the strongest province in the West, which is Castle Rock. So that's really cool for him, at least. Really weird in general. And it's definitely going to cause conflict between the West and the Riverlands soon. Almost of age. Just a couple of days. Oh, we're intrigue focused. Don't think we're going to work out too well. Should have gone with diplomacy probably, but I think it was those playful traits and whatnot that just went the diplomacy way. The regency for King Valerian of the Iron Throne has ended. I have finished my education on the ways of intrigue. It is a fascinating subject. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. I've become a flamboyant schemer. Not the best. Ultimately, Valerian hasn't ended up a great king. He ended up interesting. Interesting in some regards, I think. Flamboyant schemer, attractive, club-footed. He's a squire, a poor fighter, so he's never going to be a man who's going to fight on the field. I don't think he's club-footed and he doesn't know how to wield his sword well enough. He's diligent, though. Proud, patient, arbitrary, shy, and a lunatic. So he seems more like a man who tries to be cunning, but isn't really. And he seems to have a pretty decent diplomatic mind. Closest comparison I could think to him would probably be, well, Cersei, in the aspect that he thinks he's very cunning, but he's not really. He's not good at it. But he also maintains a decent diplomatic facade. Obviously, Cersei's diplomacy wasn't great. It's pretty bad, actually. But, yeah, it's the closest I can think of for him. Aegon's learning to fight, which is good. I think first things first. Oh, you're Master of Laws. I was going to make you Hand of the King right now. What are your chances of improving the relation? 18. Yeah, keep doing this then. So first things first, I'm going to end this. The little traits that I need. Lewin. And my regent. Could be Daemon, who served as regent. Huh. He's ambitious, though. I'll name my Lord Commander. He's been a very loyal member to me. He'd probably be my hand if it weren't for... In fact, I might just make him my hand. Well, he's not good at either of those things. Huh. Yeah. Next ambition, tame a dragon, obviously. He's very proud of his heritage. He wants to ride a dragon like Aegon the Conqueror, his grandfather. Next, we're going to focus on intrigue. I think that's very much what he wants to do. And now we get a say in all these things. I'll exile Alara, because I don't exactly know what she did. I think she was a witch or something, but I don't know. So I'll exile her. Lara the Exile, there you go. Got a couple more lords to deal with. But it's not going to be Valerian dealing with that, because he's going to find Dragon Lore to hatch his dragon egg. Just raise these men under the king's command. Oh, dangerous faction popping up. Increased council power. I'm assuming Daemon immediately joined that now that he's not the regent. Now, Lewin Martell does like me quite a bit. Could probably pay him off to like me more. Do we have loans? We don't? Okay, good. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to give Lewin some money to keep him on side. So he actually likes me now. My prisoner, Rolana Storm, is complaining about her dark soul in the dungeons and is asking for more suitable accommodations that would befit her rank. Very well. I mean, you're still going to be called for trial, but very well for now. Let's call her to trial. We'll start calling the prisoners for trial. Rolana Storm demanded a trial by court, which Master Jarman shall oversee to ensure justice is served. So now he's holding the trials. He's not great. She cut a very unconvincing and nervous figure. And Jarman, he made a reasonable case. Good enough, yeah. What is she guilty of? Of attempted murder. Have her head on a spike. Yep, she'll be hanged. Hold a trial for Leonetta the Sandship next, leaving the Lord of Feastfires last. Formally accused of murder, charge brought by Lady Paramount Diria Martell. So she killed, supposedly, Martell. I'm assuming. Attempted murder of vassal. Oh, of a vassal. So she tried to kill one of her vassals. Unconvincing and nervous figure, and he made a poor case as well, but still guilty. For the crime of murder. Yeah, she must die. Have her beheaded for murder. And that leaves our last prisoner. Oh, we also need to organize a coronation ceremony, which I'll want to do very soon. Let this last trial go through. He's formally accused of sedition and conspiracy. Trial brought by me. He did not seem impressed. The court didn't seem impressed. He cut a very unconvincing and nervous figure. Master Jarman. A poor case. And he's innocent. So I will release the Lord of Feastfires. Apparently he wasn't guilty. Look at that. Oh, this isn't the same faction. This is a different one. Lower Crown increased council power has gone way down, but people want Vakar in power, apparently. Mainly the Baratheons. Not too much strength there. This one is a little worrying because 2 major Lord Paramounts for independence. Does King's Landing maybe not give Dragon Lore this early? Because I haven't gotten anything. It's possible. So I suppose I'll go to Dragonstone. Because I think it should be a lot faster to trigger. Next, how much money do I have? 4.62 a month. 200. I'll hold out a bit till I have like 400 and then I'll organize my coronation ceremony. Yeah, here we go. So King's Landing doesn't have the dragon hatching this early on. On Dragonstone, you notice the stone dragons on the walls of the old castle. What if those huge stone beasts would come to life and fill the skies with fire? Stone dragon or a stone dragon's egg? Ah, indeed. So now we'll immediately sail for Old Town. We'll come out of Old Town then, drop off at Old Volantis, get our last bit of dragon lore. That'll keep us at 4, and then we'll attempt to hatch our beautiful dragon. Shouldn't need to even look at that because I'll eventually just get it. He refused the revocation of Riverrun, so he's trying to take control of Riverrun. This campaign has been proof that Lord Justin of Massey's Hook is clearly not of proper blood. Wish I would never have to meet him again. So he's coming with me on my search for Dragon Lore, and I don't like him. That's really bad. He's on my council. But I suppose what I'll do is I'll remove him from my council because I don't like him, right? And why would I leave him there? How do I get rid of him? Okay. How do I get rid of him? Don't see any way to get rid of him from the council. Am I just blind? Huh. Leave commander. No, that can't be it. Why can't I do that? There should be a fire counselor option, right? Don't seem to have that for any of them. Don't know what's going on there, but apparently he's just gonna stay on my council. Okay. During your stay in the Citadel, a book catches your eye. The cover is richly decorated with dragon imagery, and the title reads Blood and Fire. You decide to take it with you. It could do me far more good than these old fools. Indeed, foolish maesters. Have to go like right into the middle to drop in Old Atlantis. News from Sunspear of a trial by combat. Sir Ryan Santigar demanded a trial by combat from his captor, Lady Diria Martell, selecting Sir Briss Santigar as his champion. Sir Briss was slain by Sir Tristan Borel, proving Sir Ryan guilty. Interesting that a Martell is using a Borel to defend her. A sisterman he's very far from home. The world is a dangerous place, and deviant plots are everywhere. Rumors have reached you that people are conspiring to kill you. Must be careful, and of course, since that's an event triggered, I will actually look through the intrigue tab. Oh, here we go. Who's supporting this? A lot of Lord Param... Lewin, I thought we were cool. Before I get him, who's my Master of Whispers, by the way? Lucas. Okay, Lucas of Byford. Are you involved? Doesn't... No, Lucas Burney. That's good. Because if my Master of Whispers were involved, this would be a much higher risk. So we've heard he's trying to kill me, and it's a massive plot, so we'll actually imprison him. The men sent to King's Landing to arrest Commander Ares at the King's Gate were unable to get past his guards. Commander Ares saw the futility in resisting, however, and surrendered himself to your custody. Excellent. So let's put an end to that plot. And can we just have him swiftly executed? We can. Have him beheaded. And we'll have his head shown to those who thought of killing me. Now let's have a look to see if there's any other plots against me. Me specifically, again. Appears not. Good. So now we need a new commander there. Don't have any friends. So I suppose just anyone here who seems okay with me. Bartimus. You're a Septon. Not you. Maegor's King's Justice, so not him. Don't have many people, do we? Garland Gardner, how about him? Oh, we actually have 2 castles. Just give them automatically. Create new vassals for them. Because we need more men. Aegon, who likes me. And Balerion, both of who like me. You here? No. Around there. Come on, where'd you go? Where's my fleet? Oh, there they are. Getting close. Your Grace, I humbly ask that you intervene on my behalf against the aggression of Morton. You still not been able to... It's 100 guys, dude. Just raise your personal levies. I've ordered him to stand down, and he has obeyed my will and ended the war. Okay. Your Grace, I humbly ask that you intervene on my behalf against the aggression of Lord Paramount Merle Gardner, who is invading my lands in obvious contravention of the peace of the realm. I would be eternally grateful for your support in this matter. This is a good event to have at this point, because it will improve Durandon's opinion of me. Also, it seems like Gardner has been able to turn the war back to 0%. He beat him in a battle and whatnot. So I will order him to stand down. I'm afraid I cannot end this war. My cause is just, and as such you have no right to command me to stand down. Ooh, what do I do now? His father isn't an heir, because it's through his mother's claim. So his current heir is his brother. I've just taken the throne. I'm a very proud man, and one of my Lord Paramounts has denied me. They've actually said no. They've disrespected me. A king has to be strong, and a king has to enforce his will, so I will have him arrested for treason, I think. Yup, I thought this might happen. Oh my god. There's so many High Lords rebelling. Lord Paramount Merle of the Reach has declared war against the tyranny of King Valerian of the Iron Throne on King Valerian of the Iron Throne. My guards failed to capture Lord Paramount Merle, who's now raised his flag in rebellion to arms. They'll surely honor their obligations. Don't care what they think. Okay. Who's rebelling? Wow. I mean, for starters, the High Septon seems to be the only major lord. The Durandons are on side since I was defending them. As are the Barath... I mean, I'm not going to take any of the Baratheon or Tullymen because they're fighting a civil war. Obviously, you know what I'm going to have to do, I think. And I'm going to do it before this episode is over. Going to finish my quick trek. In fact, I don't think we're even going to finish our trek. We're going to sail back for the island of Dragonstone, where we have our men. Where we have a good portion of our men. We'll send a fleet to collect the men of King's Landing. Our personal armies in the capital. However many are left there. And we'll hatch a dragon. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to hatch a dragon egg right now on this boat. Can I do that? Can I hatch in a boat? It's not a commander. Wait, what? Okay, he's on the boat. Okay, he's on the boat. Okay? Attempt to hatch a dragon egg. Let's do it. You have your egg and the pyre prepared, ready to light a flame and attempt the hatching. Proceed. Let's go. No! No! What madness led you to think you could hatch a dragon? You failed and will have to pay the price. Arrgh, 25% chance of the egg being destroyed. Hopefully not. Diria Martell has taken side with the rebels. The Errands are on side. Do I still have my dragon egg? Oh, I still have it. I can try again. Should I try again? I don't know if I should try again. It might be I need that extra bit of lore in Volantis. And I am close to it. So I suppose I'm going to have Valerian fail to hatch his dragon egg, trying a little prematurely. And he's turned his ships around to go back to old Volantis. And yeah, I'm going to end this episode here. The dragon hatching is going to... I don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off. We failed it once. Luckily, we kept the dragon egg. And I'm hoping this extra bit of dragon lore will be enough to hatch it. Because aside from that, the only other place I know for sure can give me dragon lore is Old Gis, which is not there. It's there. Just called Gis, apparently. Oh, it's been colonized. But yeah, this is the only other place I know of that would give me for sure dragon lore. I think Ashai also does, but I'm not sure, and I think Karth also does, but I'm not sure. So I don't know that there's that many options, more options that I can do to increase my chances of hatching a dragon. And we know that I wouldn't be able to tame it for 2 years, so a while into the war. Luckily, very luckily, I have my mother's dragon egg and my aunt's dragon. Or both my mother and my aunt's dragons. Meraxes is very powerful, and they will more than likely lead my armies. But there's a big rebellion coming. I don't know if we're going to be able to win it. We've lost a lot of land immediately. This is the land that the Reach had controlled from the Stormlands. And yeah, we might have to burn Highgarden down, but I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. I'm glad to be back. And, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.